Hey, what's going on YouTube? My name is Eli. Welcome back to another video. Today we are finally going to be talking about MrBeast's response. And wow, I can't believe this took me forever to talk about, but we're finally here, officially trying to do this video. So let's get straight to the point of most of the stuff that he did that also made me change some of my opinions about some of the stuff too. I remember saying earlier how I had 2 points for MrBeast. One was that he was purely evil from the start. He had bad intentions anyways. And the other one was that he had good causes, but his team was in the wrong. For the latter, it's been hard for me to tell if this man is still evil or not. And it's still a 50-50 chance for me. But I'm learning towards more the good, but with bad intention, or just kind of like all around has bad stuff going on and bad lawyers and in general just people with not a good mindset. I'm sort of leaning towards that, but that's still not 100% sure because we're not guaranteed about most of the stuff that has been going on recently. But I will admit that this MrBeast debunked a whole lot of stuff thanks to this commentator who actually made an entire list and made it 10 times easier for us. Jesus, thank God. So I'm going to just kind of go over some of the stuff. There is one thing is that MrBeast is still not in the safe clear. Most of the stuff he has talked about the whole Delaware situation and his team has most likely been debunked. Here's a video.
I mean, videos with tens of millions of views collectively, you know, claiming I called a guy Delaware because he committed a crime in Delaware. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, that is not true. His name was just Delaware. I didn't, you know, call him Delaware to make fun of him or anything. And, I mean, I'm sure you're going to ask about it later, yeah. but like, there's literally, he was in a video before I hired him working at Best Buy wearing a name tag that said Delaware. Mm-hmm. And like, that was public information. And like, you know, anyone could have saw that. And like, even during when that was like getting shared a lot a couple months ago, I even sent that to a couple of YouTubers. I was like, hey, just so you know, like, I didn't call him Delaware because of this messed up thing. Like, that was just his name and here's proof. Mm-hmm. And I guess I probably shouldn't say the name of the creators, but like one of them literally.
On to Jake Weddle.
Yes.
Right. Another guy.
An entire dog pack video.
Yeah, dude. He also has a mustache as well. I'm not sure if you know. There's an interview with a former employee and contestant named Jake Weddle in which he alleges inhumane treatment on set, even war crimes. Yeah. Use the turn of phrase war crimes. How do you respond to these allegations, and do you plan on putting procedures in place to make sure this doesn't happen again?
Yeah. Glad I can talk about this one. So I think I should set the floor because maybe not everyone here fully even knows what the challenge was or anything. So yeah, I think it would make sense to. So for the Weddle video, Jake Weddle was the person who competed in one of my videos. The video was we built a room in our studio, and then the challenge was every day you live in this room, you win $10,000. And then it was like kind of like a white padded room. There's like a pool table, a bed in there, bunch of other items, blah blah, and. Let me just gather my thoughts on this one. Do the same thing and experience it differently. That's what's a little...
That it might not be the entire crew, but that's still at least a explanation of some stuff. Delaware was obviously not really MrBeast's like made fun of and all that. It wasn't really purpose. He known Delaware for clearly kind of a while, and he's known everybody else from what I heard for quite a while. And I also look at a video saying he just clearly in short terms, he trusts his mom. His mom was very trustworthy, and she has done multiple, like, similar stats of business working and being part of the A team before. So I'm assuming that's why Jimmy trusted her and stuff like that. Once again, all of these are theories. Now, I will admit that it also shows a little bit of obvious, you know, of taking care of health. Like you see in the last video that he talks about how people are taken care of during stuff, especially when people really need it. And I feel like that's a really good explanation and showing, but I still feel like they haven't done, I don't think they did good enough, and I think MrBeast started to realize that during the whole Jake Weddle situation and didn't even know about the whole bad work placement, so I'm assuming he probably was like, okay, I'm going to improve myself, I did not mean to do that. And like he said earlier, or what he was going to say, is that he has helped Jake Weddle and paid for him anyways, just to make sure he can be okay and statutorily healthy. But it doesn't mean that this guy isn't clear. I think most of the stuff I've felt like he hasn't fully discussed well enough, or one of the biggest one, is the crypto scheme. And obviously, I'll show you a clip from CoffeeZilla, who has been I can't speak, detective of this entire crypto situation in the first place. So here's a video.
Again, because just the way he frames this is so unbelievable. It wasn't a little bit of earn. It was $2 million, okay? Unless that's what we're saying is a little bit of money, you know, just I casually sold $2 million, just a few tokens. But I'm going to let you guys listen to this again because I just found this unbelievable.
Eternity gave us NFTs to auction off for Team C's. Only one sold after like, a day, I believe, and that was it. And then, yeah, it looks like the fund sold like 27 days later, a little bit of Eternity.
A little bit. That's just crazy. That's crazy to say. Again, you know, it's not even like I even said in my video, I don't think this was some premeditated thing. It was.
I'm not going to show you the entire video, but you at least get the points. And another reason I want to talk about the most is that Jimmy is most definitely have some shady stuff going on with him right now, and we just don't know it for sure. And that's why, once again, there is no answer to be seen if he's truly innocent or not, because once again, he has a whole entire crypto scheme going on and probably a few other stuff, and we're probably still going to be questioning why he even is okay with talking about Lunchly or anything like that, you know. But but it's very none the wiser of what happened to Jimmy, but I'm very proud that he at least came out with at least good answers on the whole dog pack and the companies and taking care of contestants and whatnot with the most reasonable stuff. But it still obviously does not defect. And another thing I want to talk about that doesn't make sense is that everybody started randomly hating oompavill for interviewing Jimmy respectfully and good way. People say that oompavill has been giving out softball answers. No, he has not. You guys had multiple questions, and these are the exact questions that did not just come from oompavill, but from other YouTubers and their commentators too. It's very ridiculous to me that you guys think that oompavill is the behind the scenes and trying to help Jimmy and stuff like that. Well, he's nothing like that. You can never imagine someone like oompavill to do that. And not only that, in general, I don't even understand why he had to make a response video about it. So, but like he said in his response video of like why he did it in the first place, there's just a lot of things. It was a very hectic time for oompavill too at that time when he was doing the interview with Jimmy. But once again, I don't think oompavill did a bad job. I think Jimmy actually did a bad job because I'm not gonna lie, even though Jimmy did get out good answers and good points, does not mean that he was giving out softball answers. Some of the stuff were pretty easy for Jimmy to do, and I would imagine so it would be easy for someone like Jimmy to do. But at the same time, there's still a lot of evidence that he's been like so mumbly with his words, trying to act like it's not a big deal and to throw it off and throw it away. And that's most likely why I feel like it's just not really oompavill's fault, it's Jimmy's fault. So it's very crazy how people are trying to blame the one guy who is literally trying to give you guys the answers in the first place. So to be honest, not getting mad. You got what you guys wanted. It was somewhat of a response, okay? Because Jimmy is a very quiet guy. He's the one who didn't even say anything in the first place. And now you finally did on the oompavill channel. So you got what you got. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And my take is Jimmy is so far hiding something. That's really all I can give it to you, is that Jimmy is hiding at least something. Don't know what it is for sure, but it's definitely something. And it's most likely a little crypto problem that he is not in the clear at all. Check out these guys' channels, especially this guy who talked about it. And they'll be linked down in the description. And I'll see you guys later. Have a good day.